Hey everybody, it's Alex with Talking Points. On my way to the gym. Well, I'm at the gym, about to walk inside on a day that I feel like is going to be more of a grind than an enjoyable day. But, sometimes it's important to just get out there and keep your body moving. Something that's been on my mind for the last couple of days, especially if you watched our last show, you know that I recently, one of the guys I work with pretty closely, committed suicide. And, I could talk about suicide for hours. How you get that low, what those feelings are like, my own personal experiences when I walk that line myself. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. What's been on my mind the last couple of days is, a phrase that a lot of Christians like to use, and I think it universally goes across the span of all belief systems, and that is, "Am I my brother's keeper?" And people will argue for and against it. I'm a very mind your own business type person, so in the scheme of the world, I don't feel like I'm humankind's keeper. But as far as like my brother's keeper, and brother doesn't mean just men, it means women too, the men and the women in your life, your family, your closest friends and stuff like that. I think it's important that we are the keepers of each other. We're the keepers of each other's secrets, we're the keepers of each other's hopes and dreams and fears. And I think it's really important that we get out of this mentality of servicing ourselves. And I'm not saying you need to get out there and do community service every day and live your life a certain way or anything like that. But when it comes to the people around you, you've got to be willing to give a little piece of yourself to the people that you care about, whether it's your family or your friends or whatnot. And be willing to give them a piece of yourself and keep faith in them that they're going to take that piece of you and use it for good. And, in reciprocation, they give you a piece of themselves. Whether it's a hope or a fear or a nightmare, or, they confide in you with some type of personal information, something personal that they keep locked away for themselves. They give you that. And once you've exchanged a part of yourself with another human being, and I'm talking about completely emotionally, I'm not talking about physically or anything like that, but once you've exchanged those parts of yourself with another human being, I think by default you become a keeper of them, and you watch them and you see if if they're doing something in their life that's extremely unhealthy for them, or and you kind of step in and be like, "Hey man, I'm watching you, and I noticed that the way you're kind of conducting the business of your life is not exactly the best. I don't feel like you're doing very well, and is there any way I can help you? Is there something that I can do? Is there a burden that I can take from you to help you be more successful and on your journey to wherever it is you're trying to go?" For me personally, I like seeing the people around me succeed. I like seeing my friends open businesses and have nice families. I actually just had lunch with a guy I went to high school with. I got to meet him. I got to meet his kids for the first time. He's got 3 of them. I've known him and his wife for many years now, but just to see, his house and, how well he's doing and watching him interact with his family was just really, really awesome. It was really, really peaceful. And he has a nice little piece of land on the North Shore, in Covington, Louisiana. It was just a beautiful little area. It was a great day yesterday. But we talked about it a little bit, and we've not really been physically seeing each other a lot over the last few years, but we always kind of check in on each other every few months and just kind of bounce ideas about life and what's going on. And obviously we bitch about Saints football, but in that conversation yesterday, it made me want to make this video about are we our brother's keepers? And I think the answer is yes. And if you really, really care about somebody and you see them struggling or you see them doing poorly, you should step in. On the same token, if you see somebody doing really, really well, make sure you're clapping for them. Make sure that you are supporting that successful friend, because if your friends are successful and you surround yourself by successful people, you and yourself will become successful. And I've learned that as well. You surround yourself with the type of people of the lifestyle that you want to live, whether it's beliefs or businesses or just a similar way of thinking. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. I think if you surround yourself by a bunch of robots, that's not healthy. But you surround yourself with like-minded people, you're going to go a lot further in life. And just keep in mind that the people that you bring into your circle, the people that are closest to you, whether it's family or friends or whatnot, even significant others, once they become part of your life, you are in a way responsible for them. So when you see them doing well, support them, clap for them, be their cheerleading section. And if you see them doing poorly, find a way that you can intervene and help them out, because the whole sense of human beings taking care of other human beings, I find is a very, very powerful system, and it transcends the bonds of believing in God, and it transcends the bonds of government and all that other. If we as individuals take care of other individuals in our lives, that grows exponentially across everywhere. So I just want to share those thoughts with you. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna go sweat and grind it out a little bit. I don't really feel like doing it, but it's got to get done. All right, peace.